It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Just going through the overnights.
What do we got going on, buddy?
Oh, we've got all kinds of interesting things. We were talking about stuff that maybe your mom threw out. For some reason you were off to school or whatever. You came back and your collection, in my case, of Mad Magazine's Sad Sack, Batman, and Superman comics had all been recycled. And by the way, John sent me a stack of Sad Sack.
But
books.
Isn't that the worst part of clearing out a room or a closet? You got to go through everything.
Yes.
If you just go in there and just get a shovel and just throw it in the trash can.
You don't know you missed it already.
No, it's been there for 2 years. What the hell? Yeah.
Kevin writes, Dear Bob and Tom Show.
Damn, Kevin.
You lovely bunch of coconuts.
Oh.
I went away to college. My mom decided to clean the junk out of my room, quote unquote. She threw out a shoebox full of stuff. Turns out that stuff was a collection of original Beatles trading cards, mint condition. I forgave my mom, but I don't think she ever forgave herself.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what my mom always used to say?
What?
I'm not mad. I'm hurt.
Oh,
boy.
Making it even worse.
Yeah, and I forgave her. I just last week.
Passive aggressive, isn't
Good.
it?
You think?
Good.
Here's one.
Is it any wonder I'm screwed up? Okay, go ahead.
Back in high school, my buddy's dad owned an auction house. We found a box of vintage 80s Playboys. I found the 2nd to 5th issues of Playboy ever. Well, that's going way back. My buddy let me keep them. I put them in a closet and awaited my payday. My Bible-thumping mom found them and burned them in the fire pit backyard. I told her I was collecting them, and she said, yeah, right. I saw them on Pawn Stars a few years later going for $5,000 a piece.
Ooh.
Man.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I've talked with Josh about this or not. Isn't it the tradition before you look at a Playboy magazine, you have to find the bunny on the cover?
That is a thing, right?
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and then there was an urban legend.
It could be a little cartoon. It could be hidden. It could be right there.
Yeah, it could be the gleam in an eye. There was a legend that the outside, I think it was the P, help me with this, Ace.
It's always a P.
There were little bunnies, and depending on where they were, that's how many times Hefner had slept with them. It turned out that was...
wasn't true.
No, it was some kind of publishing, distribution, geographical thing. Yeah.
People talked about it.
Yeah. So,
Can you see him coming at you in the middle of the night in that captain's hat?
So, Christy, you want to...
No.
You want to be the centerfold?
Big picture.
Hey, that's pretty good, Hugh Hefner.
Not bad, yeah.
You want to come down to the grotto?
No, and didn't he get buried face down on top of Marilyn Monroe?
No.
I don't know if it was
Monroe.
face down.
The sarcophagus. or
Not
whatever
Monroe.
that thing was. Also, we've been collecting Grandpa's curse words, and got some.
I saw them open for Old Crow Medicine Show once. Yeah, they were good. Grandpa's good.
Mother scratchers.
Mm-hmm.
Just the ones that are kind of a slight variation on a classic.
That one would be a variation on Mother... Oh!
As my grandfather would say, you're a few fries short of a Happy Meal. We're going to hook up with our NFL correspondent, Costaki Economopoulos. And, there he is. I can see him on the big screen. Hi, Costaki. How are you?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Hey, Costaki.
Oh, great seeing you.
Reporting from Los Angeles, California, are we?
Yes.
From the bachelor pad?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm single, ladies. Come get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that in the background you have a plaster wall.
We have no
I have
pictures.
nothing. My interior designer has been away. She's back now.
Editor's note, Costaki announced that he is, in fact, getting divorced. How's that going, by the way?
It's working out.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see I'm by myself.
Yeah, and we can't see the half of your stuff that's missing because there's nothing there at all.
That's the thing. I had to buy a microwave and a plunger and a printer and a garbage can. Like, it's funny that you register when you get married. It's two grown-ups who are combining their stuff. You don't need stuff. You need to register when you're getting a divorce.
That is excellent.
Wow.
The
That's
divorce
when you need
register.
stuff.
Tom's always said that. Didn't you say there should be somebody at like a Bed Bath and Beyond that just,
Yep.
here's the divorce guy
Just walk
section.
in. Divorce guy.
Yeah.
Come, follow me, sir. We're
Here's
gonna
your
take care of it.
towels. Here's a plate for
Well, I
one.
feel bad you had to buy a printer. That's probably, what, 4 months' rent? Or did you get the one without the ink?
Printers are really inexpensive, but the ink.
Yeah,
ink that kills you.
printers have embraced the crack dealer model of the first one's free.
Yeah.
Pretty much the construct with printers now.
So we're going to move forward here with we'll be talking to you throughout the NFL season.
Oh, I'm excited. Can we do football jokes? I'm so excited.
Yeah.
We're back to football jokes. Here's a question. Will Jets quarterback Zach Wilson make a big leap? Apparently he did, onto his mom's best friend. Did you hear this?
Oh, did you see that story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
Wilson's ex said he slept with his mother's best friend. Apparently Wilson can't beat the Jaguars, but he can slay some Cougars. Am I right, everybody?
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
The Jets also recently unveiled their stealth black helmets. Stealth, yeah, because when you play with the Jets, it's better to go unseen. That's a good construct. I read the Lions might be the biggest divisional threat to the Packers. The Lions, that's the best thing Aaron Rodgers has heard since his family said he's not invited to Thanksgiving. Tom Brady said he's playing himself in a movie is challenging. That's nothing. I've been playing Tom Brady on Tinder. That is a very hard sell. Sorry, it's not a recent picture, and try to get to a Gronk story quick or something. The NFL says Deshaun Watson deserves a significant suspension. Watson's just hoping for a happy ending.
Here, here.
Watson's lawyer is literally named Rusty Harden, which sounds like a Michael Vick alias or something. Adrian Peterson, did you know this? He's allergic to shellfish.
Didn't know
and he
that.
didn't know that. And years ago at training camp, he ate 2 bowls of gumbo and he went to anaphylactic shock and he almost died. Now, I know this is dumb, but that makes me feel better about myself because Adrian Peterson can do a lot of things that I could never do. But you know what I can do, Adrian? I can eat popcorn, shrimp, and live to tell the tale. I'm tough as nails. I bring that up because on July 30th, there's a boxing match between Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell. And AP's allergic to shellfish. Can Bell put some like dried shrimp powder in his gloves or something? Is there a rule about that?
If this were a Three Stooges movie, yes. Yes, they could.
Why
yeah.
are they doing that?
That's the latest thing in
Celebrity
boxing. Past athlete
Celebrity boxing.
Yeah.
It's the whole Jake Paul, Nate Robinson thing.
Frank
that's right.
Gore had
Frank
a
Gore's
boxing
fighting now,
match.
too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of
It kind of makes sense. You want to see some of your heroes fight.
No.
It's kind of an interesting construct. I don't know.
They tell Peterson he can't use a stick.
Leave the switch out of the ring there, Adrian.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the word. he
Le'Veon
used.
Bell has an allergy too. He's allergic to good decision making. Made some very bad.
Did you want to say why you asked Adrian Peterson about the switch, Tom? You really didn't get a chance to explain that one. I heard you start to go for it.
Well, he famously,
Yeah.
I believe in a court of law, defended
Famously,
child
yeah.
beating.
Child beating.
Doesn't Rusty Hard-On sound like an old porn star?
It does.
It's Rusty Harden,
You really hit it. Yeah.
not Rusty Hard-On.
Rusty Hard-On started in tetanus shots.
I'm sorry, I misspelled it. Apparently.
Rust.
Talk about a need to change your name for show business. Come on, Rusty. It's ridiculous. Drew Brees, listen to this. He became co-owner of a pro pickleball team.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is sad on so many levels. First of all, I can't believe people are watching pickleball.
Well,
Yeah.
don't get ahead of yourself.
Well, it's bound to happen.
Well,
Everyone's playing
yeah,
it. They're
just
going to
like-
start watching it.
Just like soccer.
There's a pitch for you. It's just like soccer.
Just like soccer. Everybody's playing it. Why aren't they?
Yeah.
And co-owner Drew Brees can't afford a whole pickleball team. What's happening? The team name is Mad Drops. You think they're mad? I read a whole article about buying a pickleball team. I'll never get that time back. Jim Irsay bought Muhammad Ali's belt.
Yeah.
$6.18 million championship belt from the Rumble in the Jungle with George Foreman. I can't afford that belt, but I could probably swing one of them George Foreman grills. I could probably get one of those.
Yeah. And in fact, I bet you will be getting one soon.
In fact, I just made a notation to ship you one.
It's a good thing Irsay's divorced. When you buy a belt for $6 million, I bet that puts you in a tough spot with a wife, right? Like, there's a Dolce & Gabbana belt I want. It's kind of pricey, honey. Death stare. Irsay's collection is so interesting. I was reading about the Jackie Robinson bat. I love that. Original lyrics to Hey Jude. And a wanted poster for John Wilkes Booth.
No kidding.
Yeah, right? Do you remember this story? This is true. The security guard who was standing behind Lincoln on that day, this is true. When the play started, it was like, we're good here. He went next door to the bar to have a beer. How does that guy ever get a job ever again? What was your last job? I was Lincoln's bodyguard.
Yeah, I told Kennedy not to put the bubble top on. I published the parade route in the front page of the paper.
And finally, bully and longtime head case Richie Incognito is retiring. So
Oh, yeah, that's a shame. I saw that.
last chance to do this joke. Gee, how could we have known this guy would be trouble? His name is literally Dick in disguise. Richie Incognito.
Again, with the, how do I word this delicately? Referring to someone, say, lack of beauty.
All right.
She could make a freight train take a dirt road. See, that would require the train going off the track.
yes. Leaving the tracks.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on here.
That's amazing. I get a real kick out of these. I love this.
You do
Thanks
love
to
this.
everybody sending these.
How about this one? If someone's zipper was down, Grandpa'd say, well, I guess they're trolling for suckers.
What the hell?
Again, some of these don't make sense, but they're just fun.
It makes sense, but it's a bit
that makes sense.
risque. Yeah, terrific.
You know, I'm going to call the candy lollipops from now on. That just ruined the expression sucker for me. From now on, their lollipops are
trolling for
dum-dums.
suckers?
What are you doing there, buddy?
Police in Crawford County, Ohio, have confiscated a large bag of suspected ecstasy that appeared to be Lucky Charms marshmallows. On July 19th, police officers in Ohio were dispatched to a call in a local shopping district. Officers contacted two male suspects and, after a short foot pursuit, recovered two loaded handguns and a large amount of the suspected drugs. Again, police report the drugs look like Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Yellow moons, green clovers, tons of Molly.
They're magically illicit.
They're magically illicit.
You take them, you start seeing blue moons, purple horseshoes, pink hearts.
I've never had Lucky Charms.
They're
Not
awful.
a single bite.
I'm with you. They're awful.
Yeah,
No, they're not awful.
They're really good.
What is wrong with you people?
Marshmallows belong in one place.
And you can just get the marshmallows sometimes.
And no, marshmallows do not just belong in one place.
No.
That's right, the
Marshmallows-
two. Hot chocolate and s'mores.
No, hot chocolate,
S'mores.
Rice
It's not
Krispie treats.
s'mores.
You're anti-Rice Krispie treat?
Hate them.
What?
Wow.
Sorry.
Hey, it's all right. More for us.
That's right.
Those ones.
He said s'mores.
I know.
S'mores.
S'mores.
Okay, sorry.
You never just eat marshmallows out of the bag?
Ugh. No.
No, I don't do that either.
You ever put them in the microwave and see how big they get? That's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I've never liked Lucky Charms, though. I remember.
I liked him as a kid. Now that's not, no, thank you.
Well, I mean, now our tastes have changed. We're
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a bowl
grape
of
nuts?
Lucky Charms, Willie?
I haven't had one in a long time, but honestly, I would love a bowl of Lucky Charms.
I don't like the feel of the marsh with the squeak against the teeth and the feel.
Oh, I love it. And what I do is I eat all the cereal bits first, and then the last part, all marshmallows.
Yeah.
Chug them down.
I think Christy's right. Didn't
They
the Lucky
came
Charms
out.
people come out with boxes of just the marshmallow
Yes, they did.
stars and...
Kids love
For fatty
Lucky
fat
Charms.
fats?
No, just it's kind of a promotional thing.
Now, new cereal for fatty fat fats.
You guys have been so proud of me. We had chicken wings and mint chocolate chip ice cream for dinner last night.
Oh, and you actually ate it?
I did.
Talk's cheap.
You can ask Sophie.
How many wings?
I had 4.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Not enough wings.
That's insane.
So fat, I'm so fat. I'm the fattest, I am fat. Nobody's fatter than me. Nobody's fatter than me.
I had 2
All I
flats and
do,
2
I
drummies.
eat,
That's
jerk it and eat. Take them panties off and put the salami on. Peck me with the breadstick. Peck me with breadstick.
And yet those lyrics are better than any song by America. It's amazing.
You know why Christy ate?
Why?
All that food?
why? Because I'm hungry. That's right.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Susie's dad used to say, she's pretty in 2 ways. Pretty ugly and pretty apt to stay that way.
Oh, my God.
I do not like these expressions that are just so mean towards women.
Army.
Well, ugly women deserve to be insulted.
Oh, Jesus.
If they didn't want to be insulted, get pretty. It's that simple.
Don't leave the house.
Same with ugly men.
How about
Be
this
handsome for
Beauty
once.
is in the eye of the beholder.
Be handsome for once is very funny. This guy, every day of his life, he shows up ugly. For once, would you be handsome, Terry? Damn it.
Sometimes the ones Grandpa says aren't really all that appropriate for a kid. As long as I can remember, my grandpa would always tell me, writes Tom, you better eat that. It'll put lead in your pencil.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That is good.
What about that'll put hair on your chest?
Sure, yeah.
The crust of the bread and then later whiskey, you'd hear that puts hair on your chest.
Whiskey?
Yeah, you never see that? Like the cowboy in the movie drinks the whiskey and
that'll
goes,
put some hair on
that'll
your
put some
chest.
hair on your chest.
Now, we've developed one theory, which is the ones Grandpa says are one thing, but the ones your uncle says are even worse.
Right.
This is Mike talking about his uncle. When saying goodbye, he'd say, well, it's time to hit the trail like a horse turd.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.